Good evening, Biafran. Good evening, lovers of freedom. Good evening, according to your time zone. Good afternoon, good morning, according to your time zone. My name is Madu. My name is Star Money TV One. We are putting the world on notice that Ukraine is sponsoring a terrorist group called Nigeria. Nigeria is a terrorist country. Ukraine is sponsoring Nigeria against the genocide committed by Nigeria government in Biafran territory. Ukraine have no right to send grenades to Nigeria to keep on feeding them against the terrorists that are committing against the Biafra people. Let the world be on notice that Ukraine is sponsoring terrorists against the Biafra people. We know what happened during COVID-19. The money World Organization gave to Nigeria to feed the people of Biafra, to feed the people of Nigeria, they use the money to feed the northern Nigeria, to use the money to sponsor more tourists against the Biafra people. Let the world have this thing. Let them have it on our mind. Let the world be on notice that Ukraine government is sponsoring tourists against Biafran people. Ukraine government should stay away from Nigeria. EU should warn Ukraine. The world, the American, the European should warn Ukraine. They should stay out of Nigeria. They should stay out of Nigeria. According to our people, who is house is on fire? Don't go and chase rats. Ukraine government is chasing rats. They should stay away from Nigeria. Let the world put Ukraine on notice. They are passing the boundary. They should stay away from Nigeria. Biafra is a government already. They should stay away from Nigeria. Let the world have this thing. That Ukraine is sponsoring terrorists against Biafran people. Let the world have this as a notice. Ukraine government is sponsoring terrorist group called Nigeria against Biafran people. Let the world hold Ukraine government. Let the European Union hold Ukraine government. They should stay away from Biafran territory. They should stay away from Nigeria. They are happy for the genocide committed by the Nigerian government against the Biafra people. They should stay away from Nigeria. They should stay away from Biafra. Let them face their crisis. Let them face their own land and stay away from Nigeria. Nigeria is meant to be destroyed, and it must be destroyed. Nothing will stop it. They should stay. Ukraine should stay away from Nigeria. It's getting out of hand. They should not sponsor the terrorists. If Nigeria is hungry, it's not their business. It's not their business to look after what is going on in Nigeria. Let them face their own thing. Ukraine government is made for terrorists. They are the terrorist sponsoring. Why must Ukraine interfere in Nigeria affair to go against the Biafra law? Ukraine government should be careful. They should stay out of it. It is getting out of hand. Ukraine president should be careful. We Biafra do not want it. Nigeria is meant to be destroyed, and it must be destroyed. Let's watch the video for our PM when he addressed Ukraine, when he said that he sent money to feed Ukraine. But why is Ukraine sponsoring Nigeria against the Biafran people? Ukraine government should be careful. Let the world be on notice that Ukraine is sponsoring the terrorists in Nigeria, that Ukraine is sponsoring the genocide committed by Nigeria against the Biafra people. Let's watch the video for our PN. Please, if you are coming across my video, watch the video, share the video, and comment according to your opinion. Let's watch the video and see. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, lovers of freedom. Thank you, everyone. Let's watch the video and see.
Thank you very much. You can imagine the situation where the country that is at war is sending grains to Islamic State of Nigeria. All is audio. You send grains to Nigeria that is richer than you. What a point is Ukraine trying to make here? Nothing. Ukraine came to Nigeria to solicit for fund just a few months ago. And I don't think Nigeria gave them any money because they are not Islamic State. Okay? Now, Ukraine is sending grains to Nigeria for food scarcity. Who are those going to benefit from the grains? You are going to watch and see whether Nigeria will share grains to people. There is no database to distribute grains to people. There is no data, there is no nothing how you are going to distribute these grains to people that are hungry. It is corruption. You continue to give grains to Nigeria, you continue to support evil, corruption, stealing, fraud. Because without grain, nobody would do fraud with the grain. But now Ukraine have sent grains to Nigeria. They have, facilitated another fraud because there is going to be a very big fraud and scandal in this sharing of the grain. Everybody know what happened during the COVID-19. The COVID-19, many goods and services, many commodities that were seized by Nigeria Custom were packed in warehouses. And those warehouses, they opened it and shared those items to representatives, Nigeria representatives within Biafra territory. All of them, they seized it. They didn't want to share it to the people. Okay? And the people of Nigeria had to discover where these items were packed. They break it by themselves and carried it by themselves, and many people were killed. So Ukraine is at war. Ukraine don't have food to eat. Ukraine, people like us have sent money to even Ukraine. Today, the war is still there. They are looking for people to fight for them in Ukraine. As I'm talking to you today, the many nations, many countries within the European Union are sending men to go there and fight. Just a few days ago, somebody from Finland died there who is fighting for Ukraine. They killed him. That Ukraine is now sending grain. Ukraine that they are hungry are sending grain to Nigeria to continue to support evil because something they are targeting. They can never get it. I'm telling you the fact. Nigeria is going down. Biafra will crash that particular interest that is making them to continue to fund terrorism by proxy. That's our message to Ukraine. You can't fund a foundation that is rotten to continue to feed your ego or whatever the motive it is that makes you to fund Nigeria by sending grains to people who never cared about the citizens. They think that people are dying of hunger. When you send grain to Nigeria, they are going to share it to the citizens? Never. We are going to wait to see how the grains will be shared. That's all I want to say this evening. Thank you. And I know many of them are watching me now on Twitter because many of the journalists are watching what we're doing. They're following us bomber to bomber because they know the momentum we are using now is something they can never ignore. You can never ignore us. And in a few days' time, we will again bomb them again in the mainstream media. It is going to shock everyone. Thank you.
The zoo have now lost 757 billion to other countries in the first quarter of 2015. When the white man came and traveled to Awusa lands, Alamajiri territories, they said, we don't want our children to go to school. The same people that said to the white man, the British won't tell you this, but already Biafra will tell you. The same people that said we don't want our children to go to school, all of a sudden are in charge of the economy. So, where and when did they go to school to know how to run a modern economy? Because when the white man came, they said to the white man, we don't need your school system. That is the meaning of Boko Haram. No to Western education. But Britain is busy trying to force them to run the economy that they did not go to school or to be trained to run. That is the whole irony. They have lost 757 billion. You may think it is nothing, but it is something. That very soon you'll be carrying naira in wheelbarrow to be able to go and buy one sachet of pure water.